If this story touched your heart, I invite you to leave a comment below. Tell me, what part of Mia's story moved you the most? Your comments help this channel grow and help more people discover inspiring stories like this one. And before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to support my channel. Be kind always. This channel exists to spread hope, kindness, and powerful storytelling. Every subscriber helps keep these stories alive. So please be kind, always, and be part of this journey with us. If you'd like, I can also create a shorter script for narration, a more dramatic version, a thumbnail text plus SEO title Just Tell Me. The rain had started just moments before she ran, small droplets tapping against the pavement like warnings from the sky. 14-year-old Mia didn't stop to look back. She didn't have time. Her lungs burned, her legs trembled, and her fingers gripped the shoulder straps of her backpack like they were the only things keeping her upright. Ahead, the empty road stretched into the fading evening light, lit by the neon glow of a bar sign flickering Rogue Riders Clubhouse. She didn't know who they were. She didn't know if they were safe. She only knew one thing: she couldn't go back home. Her voice cracked as she reached the front of the biker hangout, eyes wide, clothes soaked, hair sticking to her face. Loud laughter echoed from inside. Engines rumbled. The smell of gasoline, leather, and smoke settled in the air. She swallowed her fear and pushed the door open. Inside, heads turned big, bearded men with tattoos and leather vests, women with strong gazes, and music humming from broken speakers. And then she whispered the words that made every sound in the room stop cold. "Please, help me. My stepfather wants to take me away." The hook tighten's fear in her voice. The leader of the Rogue Riders, a broad-shouldered man named Hawk, stepped forward. His voice was rough, but his eyes held something unexpected concern. "What do you mean, take you away?" Mia's breath hitched. Her voice trembled. "My mom. She's sick. He said as soon as she gets worse, he's sending her away and taking me with him. He wants to move us far from everyone." Her voice cracked, and she wiped tears with the back of her hand. "He hates me. He hurts me when she isn't around. And today? He said tomorrow morning we're leaving, and if I say anything, nobody will ever find me." A heavy silence swallowed the room. No one looked away. No one laughed. No one shrugged it off. These were tough people, men and women who'd survived their own storms. But even the hardest hearts can break for a kid in danger. Hawk crouched in front of her, eye level. "You did the right thing coming here," he said quietly. "You're safe now." And that was the moment the story truly began. The biker's step in a family she never knew she needed. Mia sat at a worn wooden table as Hawk, Blaze, Roxy, and a few others gathered around. Someone draped a blanket over her shoulders. Someone else gave her hot cocoa, too sweet but warm. They listened as she explained everything. Her real father had passed away when she was 7. Her mother remarried 3 years later, hoping to rebuild a stable life. But her stepfather, Carl, hid the monster he was until the wedding rings were exchanged. The yelling started first, then the hitting, then the threats. Carl made sure Mia knew she wasn't his, and he reminded her every chance he had. Her mother tried to protect her, but she was weakened by illness, ongoing treatments, endless doctor visits, hospital bills that drained their home into silence and fear. Mia felt trapped. Until now. Hawk exchanged a look with the other riders, one of understanding, one of decision. "We protect our own," Blaze said, crossing his tattooed arms. "Even when they don't know they're ours yet." Roxy knelt beside Mia. "Sweetheart, we're gonna help you. No one's taking you anywhere." That night, the Rogue Riders made a plan. Challenge number 1. Carl comes looking. It didn't take long. The next morning, before dawn even settled, a black truck screeched outside the clubhouse. The doors slammed hard enough to shake the walls. The bikers rose instantly silent, alert. Carl stormed in, red-faced, eyes full of fury. "Where's the brat?" he shouted. "She ran off last night. Someone saw her head this way." Hawk stepped forward, calm but firm. "Your stepdaughter came here scared out of her mind. You want to tell us why?" "She's my responsibility," Carl barked. "Not yours. Then why's she covered in bruises?" Roxy snapped from behind. Carl froze. His fists clenched. His jaw tightened. But his eyes told the truth. They were cold, dangerous, and unforgiving. "Let me talk to her," he demanded, his voice like gravel. "No," Hawk said. "Not happening." Carl's face twisted. "You have no right." "We have every right," Blaze growled, stepping closer. "Because she asked for our help." Carl tried to push past them. He didn't make it 2 steps. The riders lined up an unmovable wall of leather and loyalty. "You need to leave," Hawk said, "before you regret staying." Carl spat on the ground. "This isn't over." And he stormed out. The bikers knew the fight had just begun. Challenge number 2. Mia's fear, trauma, and breaking points. Even with the riders protecting her, Mia struggled. Nightmares shook her awake. Loud noises made her jump. She was afraid Carl would return and take her when no one was looking. Roxy stayed with her through sleepless nights, telling her stories about her own rough childhood, reminding Mia she wasn't broken, she was surviving. Hawk taught her small confidence-building habits: how to stand tall, how to breathe, how to trust again. Blaze repaired her broken music player, saying, "Everyone deserves something good." The bikers weren't perfect people. They had their scars, their mistakes, their pasts. But they were loyal, fierce, and protective traits Mia had never seen from adults before. Slowly, she began to feel human again. Challenge number 3. The dangerous confrontation. Carl didn't give up. The second time he returned, he brought back up 2 rough-looking men with him. They tried to enter the clubhouse by force, yelling threats, banging on doors, trying to scare Mia into coming out. They didn't realize who they were dealing with. Hawk called the police ahead of time, informing them of the threats, providing proof, showing photos of Mia's bruises. When Carl tried to force his way inside, the riders formed a barrier once again, but this time officers arrived within minutes. Carl screamed lies, tried to twist the story, tried to paint Mia as troubled. But the officers didn't believe him, not after seeing the marks on her, not after hearing her tremble out the truth, not after the riders stood up as witnesses. Carl was arrested for child endangerment, physical abuse, threats, and obstruction. The 2 men who came with him were taken in as well. And just like that, the monster was gone. Resolution: a new beginning. Mia's mother soon joined her, recovering under the care of local doctors, supported by a fundraiser the bikers set up. The Rogue Riders became more than a gang to Mia. They became a family. Roxy taught her how to ride a small bike around the empty parking lot, cheering her on. Blaze helped her with homework after school. Hawk attended every meeting with social services, making sure Mia's voice was heard and her safety guaranteed. Months passed. Healing wasn't instant, but it was happening. One evening, while the sun dipped behind the hills, Mia stood outside the clubhouse, this place that had become her safe haven, and whispered, "Thank you for saving my life." Hawk put a hand on her shoulder. "You saved your own life by walking through that door. We just made sure you didn't walk it alone." Mia finally smiled a real, unbroken smile. And the Rogue Riders knew they had done something good, something right, something they'd never forget. Inspiring message to end the video: sometimes heroes don't wear capes. Sometimes they wear leather jackets, ride loud bikes, and protect the innocent because no one else will. Help can come from the most unexpected places. And courage? Courage is taking that first step, even when your whole world is falling apart. Request viewers to comment plus call to action. Channel. Be kind always. If this story touched your heart, I invite you to leave a comment below. Tell me, what part of Mia's story moved you the most? Your comments help this channel grow and help more people discover inspiring stories like this one. And before you go,